G'day mates, Jake here from Should I Go? Your Aussie guide uncovering the best cities around the globe. Today, we're exploring the place where rich American history meets energetic modern vibes, Boston, Massachusetts. So why exactly should you be booking your next flight to Beantown? I'm about to show you 5 fantastic reasons. Hit like and subscribe and let's get started. Buckle up, because there's heaps to cover. Number 1, mates. Boston is practically a living, breathing history lesson. You've got the Freedom Trail, an unmistakable red brick path winding through the city's historic heart. It'll guide you past 16 legendary landmarks like Paul Revere's humble home, the famous Old North Church with its secret lantern signals, and the mighty USS Constitution, lovingly nicknamed Old Ironsides. And that's just the beginning. Follow those red bricks, and you'll also stumble upon sites like the Old South Meeting House, where colonists sparked the Boston Tea Party, and the golden-domed Massachusetts State House overlooking the Common, all the way to the Bunker Hill Monument towering in the distance. Walking this trail is like a treasure hunt through history. You can't get lost with that red line underfoot, and each stop has its own story to tell. You might even bump into costumed guides or reenactors along the way, eagerly bringing 1770s Boston to life before your eyes. Each step truly feels like a journey back in time, immersing you directly in America's revolutionary saga. And right here we've got Boston Common, America's oldest public park dating back to 1634. Over nearly 4 centuries, this green oasis has been used for everything from grazing cows and British encampments to massive public rallies. Today, it's still Boston's backyard. Picture perfect for an afternoon picnic, tossing a frisbee around, or just soaking up history. If you visit in winter, you might catch ice skaters twirling on the frog pond. In summer, free Shakespeare shows or concerts light up the park. It's history and leisure all rolled into one, minus those itchy powdered wigs, thankfully. Reason 2, the infectious energy of Boston sports culture. Trust me, Bostonians don't just love their teams, they live for them. This city has a championship pedigree and a fan culture like no other. Fenway Park, for example, opened in 1912 and is the oldest ballpark in Major League Baseball. Stepping inside is like entering a shrine to the sport. You'll see the 37-foot-tall green monster wall looming over left field, and if you're lucky, you might catch a home run ball sailing over it. Tradition runs deep here. During every Red Sox game, the entire stadium belts out Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond in the middle of the 8th inning. It's cheesy, it's joyful, and when thousands sing together, it's absolutely goosebump-inducing. Even beyond baseball, Boston's sports scene is fierce. From the Celtics on the parquet to Bruins hockey locals rally behind their teams with unmatched passion. Watching a Red Sox game at iconic Fenway isn't just about baseball. It's an exhilarating spectacle of camaraderie, passionate cheers, and of course those famous Fenway Franks fueling the fun. Even if sports aren't usually your thing, this atmosphere is undeniably contagious. Third reason, mates. The vibrant scene at Quincy Market and historic Faneuil Hall. These marketplaces have pulsed with Boston's lifeblood since the 1700s. Faneuil Hall itself, often called the Cradle of Liberty for its role in America's early independence debates, has been hosting crowds since 1742. Next door, Quincy Market opened in 1826 to help feed a growing city, and nearly 2 centuries later, it's still the place to satisfy your cravings. Today, this area is a buzzing hub of excitement day and night. The atmosphere is electric. Street performers seem to be on every corner. One minute you're watching a juggler toss flaming torches, the next a magician has you gasping in disbelief, and around the bend a troupe of breakdancers is spinning on the cobblestones to wild applause. Don't be surprised if a performer pulls you in as part of the act. It's all part of the Quincy Market experience. And then there's the food. Oh, the food. Inside Quincy Market's historic hall, you'll find a parade of eateries and a feast for the senses. The tempting aromas hit you first. Think sweet pastries mingling with savory chowder and grilled everything. You can savor Boston classics like creamy New England clam chowder, served in a crusty bread bowl, or indulge in a melt-in-your-mouth lobster roll dripping with buttery goodness. They absolutely load it with lobster meat, so bring your appetite. But that's just the start. Dozens of vendors dish out everything from sizzling pizza and gourmet hot dogs to fresh sushi and cannoli for dessert. It's a foodie paradise under one roof, and trust me, you won't leave hungry. Reason 4. The charming elegance of Beacon Hill. With its cobblestone streets, vintage gas lamps casting gentle glows, and ivy-covered brick townhouses, exploring Beacon Hill feels like stepping onto a movie set or into a storybook. This neighborhood is frozen in time in the best way possible. Many of these stately homes date back to the early 1800s, and the area is so well preserved that even the streetlights still flicker with real gaslight at dusk. Every brick under your feet and each iron railing tells a tale of old Boston. For an especially magical view, wander down Acorn Street, often touted as the most photographed street in the country, and you'll see why. Its narrow lane of cobblestones and federal-style homes looks straight out of colonial times and makes for an Insta-worthy shot, guaranteed. Every corner here reveals delightful surprises. Cozy cafes with candle-lit windows, quaint bookshops that smell of aged paper and leather bindings, and inviting little antique stores with treasures in the windows. You might even catch a glimpse of the golden dome of the Massachusetts State House peeking above the trees, reminding you that the halls of government sit right next to these quiet streets. Beacon Hill is especially enchanting at twilight, when those gas lamps start to twinkle and the whole neighborhood takes on a soft, romantic glow. It's the perfect place to stroll without a plan, snapping photos and daydreaming about centuries past. In a city full of history, this district still manages to stand out as the very soul of Boston's refined character. And number 5, the dynamic intellectual buzz of Harvard Square. Cross the Charles River into Cambridge, and you're in the realm of Harvard University, a magnet for brilliant minds worldwide. In fact, Harvard was founded in 1636, making it the oldest university in the United States. But don't let the nearly 400 years of history fool you. This area is as youthful and energetic as it gets. It's not all textbooks and tweed jackets here. Harvard Square positively bursts with energy from trendy cafes, eccentric bookstores, indie shops, and vibrant street performers, making it a hotspot of creativity and youthful spirit. Step out of the T station into the square and you'll feel it immediately. The air practically crackles with ideas and music. Trendy cafes line the streets, each packed with students and visitors debating philosophy, coding the next big app, or just people watching over a latte. Independent bookstores invite you in with overflowing shelves, the kind of cozy, creaky-floored shops where you might lose track of time flipping through old novels, or chatting with a local author giving an impromptu talk. The boutiques around here are delightfully offbeat too, selling vintage vinyl records, quirky art, and Harvard memorabilia with a twist. And the street life, wow. Harvard Square often bustles with street performers, musicians, and eccentric artists looking to entertain. One corner might have a violinist serenading passers-by with an elegant waltz, while across the street, a group of breakdancers draws a cheering crowd. On warmer days, you might stumble on a spirited public chess match or a poetry slam happening right in the open air. It's a constantly changing show and everyone's invited. Of course, you can't leave without wandering into Harvard Yard itself, the historic heart of the campus. It's open to visitors, so go ahead and stroll beneath those ancient elm trees, surrounded by centuries-old brick halls. You'll likely see students lounging on the grass or hurrying to lectures in buildings that look like something out of a classic film. Snap a photo with the famous John Harvard statue. Rubbing the statue's toe for luck is a tourist tradition, albeit a questionable one. For a moment, you can close your eyes and imagine figures like Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates as young students rushing by. Both walked these grounds. The whole place feels like the launching pad for the next big ideas. All in all, Harvard Square is where intellectual meets playful. You get the brainy vibe of one of the world's top universities, mixed with the free-spirited energy of street culture. It's the kind of place where a Nobel Prize winner might be grabbing pizza at the table next to a street artist and nobody thinks twice. The creativity, the history, the sheer buzz of youth and ideas, it's downright inspiring. So what truly makes Boston special? It's It's the seamless blending of everything we've just experienced. Historic charm, sports fanaticism, culinary delights, picturesque neighborhoods, and scholarly vibrancy, all in one place. Where else can you walk in the footsteps of revolutionaries in the morning, sing with die-hard sports fans by afternoon, and spend your evening among street performers and Harvard minds? Boston brings all these worlds together effortlessly. It's not just a city to visit. It's a city to deeply experience and thoroughly enjoy, one story and one discovery at a time. All right, mates, there you have it. 5 stellar reasons why Boston should be next on your travel itinerary. I hope you've enjoyed exploring with me. If you have, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more travel adventures, and leave a comment below. Where should I go next? Let me know. See you soon, mates.